Alright, I'm going to try to save some time by creating this video to kind of explain the issue that I have. I'm going to kind of show the scenario here first of this is what the game should look like. I can, if I type, I got the chat down below here. If I sprint, you see the sprint bar pop up for the stamina drain. If I open up the market, you'll see that the market pops up to the middle of the screen exactly like it should. The UI scaling is set to 1.4. It's also set to 1.4 here under the display settings, or 140 out of 200. And when you come over to the trade manager, you can trade your fishes. So now I'm going to go ahead and start the game over. I have made sure I want run through the list. I have deleted my game options. I have gone through and made sure OneDrive is not there, made sure that a game is running in admin, the whole gambit of potential issues. I have tried resetting all my settings from default by deleting the Black Desert folder off of the drive. I have done everything that I could possibly do on my end to try to fix it. This issue started happening about a month, 2 months ago, somewhere in that time frame, where when I log in here, the game will default to the default 4K UI scale, which would actually be just 1.0. And I'll show that here 1 second once the game is about to be here. So you can see right off the bat, settings are, this is all very small. And if we come into our settings here, the display settings actually has this set to current 100. So we're back to that 1.0 default. So let me start the game. Yep, same deal, same small size and everything. So we'll log into our character here. Now, at first, everything seems more or less fine. You can see that the UI is not downscale to that. It's back exactly like it was before. And if we come into Edit UI, you'll actually see it says 140. And again, if you come into display here, it says 140. So already there's a disconnect there where the settings are still clearly saving at 140, exactly the way that we like. However, the first thing you'll notice is if I come over here to trade for fish, the fish are no longer there. But it's not just that. For example, if I come into here and actually type, you don't see thing, even though I just obviously typed hello world. I put, you have the text down here, you had it there in the middle, but again, there was nothing in the middle. And also when you sprint, obviously I'm doing the sprint animation, there is no sprint actual stamina drain or drain bar because it's actually off the screen. And it's off the screen because, for example, if we remember when I clicked on this thing, this actually was here, but now it's here. And that's because this sees this as the center of the screen, because that's where it would be if I was back to that 1.0 resolution. So all those things, like when I open up a chat and all that stuff, it's below this. It's off the screen. And it's fixable. The way you fix it is I have to come into here and I have to click, one of my old presets. And you can see absolutely nothing changed when I click that. It's all still the same. All the same buttons are all in the same spot. But now the settings, when I come into places, so for example, we just opened the central market, now it's properly centered. When I come over here to sell fish, now it's shows up properly to sell the fish. If I type, thing, again, the chat is down at the bottom. So, you can see that. You can do all this, same thing with the sprint bar as well. So I am reporting the issue. I put it in the bugs forum originally because this is a bug. This is something that is happening regardless. It is not a settings issue. It is something to do with the clients somehow or some reason defaulting to that, and it needs to not do that. So hopefully this video will fast track a lot of questions, a lot of settings, a lot of, getting around to it, and maybe we can actually just try to get this thing fixed on your end, hopefully. So, thanks.